Japan's Prime Minister says he is confident of building trust with US President-elect Donald Trump after their meeting in New York. Shinzo Abe became the first world leader to meet with Trump since the election last week. He did not provide much detail about their meeting because he says the talks were unofficial, but he revealed the discussion was candid and had what he called a warm atmosphere.
I am not going to dive into details or specifics of today's discussion with President-elect Trump. However, I do believe that without trust, the alliance will never function. And as an outcome of today's discussion, I am convinced that Mr. Trump is a leader who can be trusted.
Meanwhile, a senior Trump official says the president-elect has offered retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn the role of national security advisor. Flynn advised Trump throughout his campaign on national security issues and often served as an introductory speaker at his rallies. Lorna Shaddick has been following developments from New York.
Shinzo Abe is the first foreign leader to meet Donald Trump face-to-face since he was elected on the 8th of November. And he came away from those talks saying that they were cordial and held in a cordial atmosphere. And those 90-minute discussions, he said, led him to believe that Mr. Trump was a trustworthy leader and someone he could have confidence in. But he wouldn't be drawn on the details of any policy discussions. He said Mr. Trump is still the president-elect, not the president. Therefore, these were informal talks and he wasn't going to disclose the details of exactly what was discussed. He did say, though, that they had agreed that they would meet again at a mutually convenient time for more wider and deeper discussions on policy. But Mr. Abe was clearly here to try and get some clarity from the Trump team, in particular regarding some of the rhetoric on the campaign trail used by Donald Trump, which did raise or ring some alarm bells in Tokyo, not least, of course, all the anti-trade and anti-TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership rhetoric used by Donald Trump, which, of course, was used to good effect here in the US, but very much alarmed the Japanese. The TPP is a key plank of Mr. Abe's economic policy, and he may hope it's still not too late to persuade Mr. Trump to try and save it, or at least keep parts of it when he is inaugurated. In addition to that, Japan also very concerned about Mr. Trump's remarks regarding using nuclear weapons to defend itself against North Korea, and also potentially pulling US troops out of the Asia-Pacific region. So clearly looking for reassurance still on those issues. And this comes as Mr. Trump's team is starting to transition into various US government departments. There was some concern here in the US at the speed of which that was happening, or rather the lack of it. The paperwork allowing his team to move into different departments was only signed on Tuesday night, a week after the election. But we're told from the Pentagon that his team there will now be receiving their first Defense Department briefing on Friday. And this comes as well as Mr. Trump's team have announced that he will be meeting with the 2012 Republican nominee for president, Mitt Romney, over the weekend, raising speculation that Mr. Romney's name might be in the frame for one of the top jobs in Mr. Trump's new team, potentially even Secretary of State.